Hey everyone, it's time for another Pathfinder adventure card game scenario. This is scenario 5.2. We're over in the die market. Last scenario I did level up to get that Sirocco spell for Ahmotep, so she's got some pretty powerful spells. Also for the skill feat, I did give her the wisdom buff. So carrying on, advancing the blessings deck, the first card we have in the die market is the Steel Ibis Lamellar. Okay, so it's a Constitution, Fortitude 9, or Intelligence Craft. I'll go with Intelligence. It's an Armor 4, so I really want this card because the more, since we're on level 5, level 4 and 5 items I could use for traders. So we're going to go ahead and roll 2d10 for the Intelligence check. So roll the 8, 9, 10, 11. So I needed Intelligence Craft 10. That's awesome. I acquire this armor. Very happy about that. Let's see, looking at my hand, nothing to do, extra explorations. So advancing the blessings deck, the next card we get is a Thunder Lizard. Dragon Electricity. Before you act, the Thunder Lizard deals 1d4 electric damage. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll that. So I rolled a 1. So taking 1 point of electricity damage. Let's see, I have a Crocodile Skin Madu, which doesn't do anything. I also have this Steel Ibis Lamellar, which I just acquired. Oh cool, it says reveal this card to reduce cold, combat, electricity, or fire damage. Sweet. So I just reveal it, don't take any damage. Next we have to do a combat 13 check. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, it's immune to electricity damage. I'll go ahead and use an Immolate spell. So it's going to be D10 plus 2d4, plus I'm going to be adding that. I think that's going to be enough. Because I'm rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, I'm going to have about 7. So I got to get another 7 out of it. Yeah, I'm just going to roll this. Let's see if this works. Alright, so we rolled a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So it actually wasn't enough. Can you believe that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could recharge a card to get it to an 11, but I still fail by 3. I fail by 2, but I got the Steel Ibis Lamellar, so I can reveal this card to reduce combat damage by 3. So wow, pretty sad. The die market says when you would discard cards as damage, so I haven't done that yet. Don't have to worry about that. Rolling to see if I recharge my Immolate spell. So I don't recharge the Immolate spell. That's not good. And the Thunder Lizard gets shuffled back into the location deck. Ouch. So, not good. I mean, I had some other options there. Rolling a die to see which card is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just resetting the location deck. Okay, so now I have to reset my hand. Ahmotep is really enjoying having the hand size of 8 cards. Advancing the blessings deck. Okay, we get a Burglar's Buckler. Constitution, Fortitude to disable. I'll just do my Constitution, which is a D6. So I rolled a 3. So we do not acquire this boon, it gets banished. Let's see. I don't think I need any extra explorations at this time. Advancing the blessings deck. We get a Poisoned Blade Trap. This is an elite barrier. So that means that after I encounter it, it will be banished for the rest of the campaign. So Dexterity Acrobatics or Disable Knowledge. My dexterity is D6 plus 2, so I'm feeling pretty confident about that. Just going to be straight up dexterity. So I rolled a 5, and that's all I needed. Okay, so this barrier is banished for the rest of the campaign. Advancing the blessings deck. Let's see what we get here. So we get a Scroll of Thoth. It's only an item 1, so a level 1 item. So check to acquire Wisdom, Divine Knowledge. So my wisdom is D6 plus 2. My knowledge is just a straight up D10. I'm going to go ahead and just do a wisdom check. See if I get this. Oops, didn't fall in the dice tower. Alright, so I rolled a 5. And my wisdom is 5 plus 2. So right there, that wisdom buff really helped out. So that's pretty cool. Recharge this card to add 1 die to your wisdom non-combat check. Recharge this card to add 1 die to your check against the Bane. That invokes a cold trait. Okay, so no extra explorations with this card. I think I'm just going to discard it. Keep my hand to 7 cards. Advancing the Blessings deck, let's see what we get. We get a Caravan card. So it's an ally. One thing I had to mention is that, so to get that Sirocco spell Last Adventure, I had to trade away some allies. So I was down an ally with the card slot. So I just got another Famet Clansman since I was low on cards. I think I did that correctly. You could let me know in the comments section what you do if you're like out of cards for your deck and you need a card. I'm assuming you just go back to your basic card list. But that's how I played. But back to the Caravan Guard. Charisma Diplomacy 8. My charisma is D6 plus 4. So I rolled a 3 and a 4 is 7. I think I will recharge a card. I'm going to recharge the Acid Jet spell. That way I can add plus 2 and I can acquire this ally. So then it says, discard this card to explore your location. Tough call. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to discard this card. I'm going to explore the location. Ouch. Not a good time to explore. I get the villain. So I didn't examine this card. So it says, before you act, succeed at a Constitution or Fortitude 10 check, or bury an armor. Then this villain deals 1d6 damage. Okay, so Constitution, Fortitude check. My Constitution is only a d6. Okay, really can't do much there. So this creature is immune to fire and cold. Not good. Alright. So we are going to have to go ahead and roll a d6. I don't have any other abilities. I don't have a blessing. I have a blessing of Kepri, but that's not really going to help out. Okay, rolling d6. So I failed the Constitution 10 check. So it says here, since I failed that check, I have to bury an armor. So I have to bury that steel ibis. And now, unfortunately, he's going to deal a 1d6 damage to me. So rolling this. So he's going to take 3 points of damage to me. Okay, not too bad. I'll lose the Ice Storm spell, since he's immune to cold. I'll lose Blessing of Kepri. And I'll go ahead and I will lose a Flame Staff. So take 3 points of damage. Now I have to do 2 combat checks for him. So the first combat check is going to be Lightning Bolt, which is my Arcane skill, plus 3d6. So gathering my dice here. Okay, so Arcane skill plus 3d6, and we're just going to keep it at that. I need 22. Arcane plus 2, let's see what we get here. So I rolled 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 is 16, 17, 18. So 18, shucks. So, not good. So I rolled 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18. I could recharge a card in order to make that a 19, 20. But I fail by 2, so I lose, take 2 points of damage. It says here, when you discard cards as damage, suffer the Scourge Curse of the Ravenous. So now I have the Curse of the Ravenous. I don't have any cards left in my hand, so I don't really need to do the second combat check, even though I'm required, because I'm just going to take damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I recharge my Lightning Bolt spell. I need to roll an 8 or higher here. So roll a 6, 7, 8. I don't get the Lightning Bolt spell back. This villain gets shuffled back into the location deck. So there are 5 cards left in the location deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling a d6 to see what's the top card. There, we'll just leave it at that. So I have to reset my hand. So drawing a total of 8 cards. And what we're doing is now I have to roll for the Curse of the Ravenous. On a D4, I rolled a 1, which means that I have to bury all blessings in my discard pile. So I had the Blessing of Kepri and the Blessing of Abdar. So those get buried. Okay, not great. Advancing the Blessings deck. We're going to have to go ahead and explore. Okay, we get an Enchanter. Human Sorcerer Veteran. The difficulty to defeat is increased by the scenario's adventure deck number, so that would be a 5. It says before you act, it deals 1 force damage. Well, that sucks. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and take what to do. What kind of damage to take here? I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Fonic Clansman. He's taking a hit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to defeat. So it's a combat 13. I don't have any spells in my hand. I have the Explorer's Staff, which is a weapon. I have the Frost Staff, which is an item. So what I'm going to do, Explorer's Staff is my melee, plus 1d6, plus I'm going to recharge the Frost Staff to add a d12. We add plus 2 to this result. So I rolled 10. So 17, 18, 19. Yep, more than enough. The Enchanter is banished, but she does deal fire damage to me. I do have the Djinn Favor Amulet. I can recharge this card to reduce all damage dealt to you by 2. If it is acid, cold, electricity, or fire, you may then recharge a random card from your discard pile. Awesome. So the discard pile, that is turned out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 cards in my discard pile, randomly determining which card gets recharged. It's the third one. So I get to recharge the good old Caravan Guard. So now I have a total of 5 cards in my deck. I don't really think I should explore. I might get the villain. So I'm resetting my hand. Ooh, I get that powerful Sirocco card. Rolling for Curse of the Ravenous. So 3 says I have to bury all spells and weapons. So wow, I lose a lot of spells. Wow, I lose 4 spells. So they are buried. Alright, advancing the Blessings deck. I'm really hoping I get the villain. And I do. Sweet. Because as it is, I'm not going to survive much longer with the way this villain's playing out. So I got to do that Constitution Fortitude 10 check. It says, so I really need to make this check. So I'm going to use a Blessing of Ra and roll 2d10 and roll high. Whoa, that is awesome. So I make it. I made the Constitution 10 check. Sweet. So now the trick is I have to do 2 attacks. He's immune to cold and fire. So the Sirocco spell is a fire spell. That really sucks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I have the Blessing of Ra, so I believe that he's immune to, I can't do that either. Okay, so fortunately I got a Staff of Focus and I have the Explorer's Staff. So I got some options here. So Staff of Focus is going to say for your combat check. Let me take a quick pause here. I'll be right back.